Jacobs had terrific court coverage so far today. And the ace, that's the third for BYU.
And you can see why the serve's not going anywhere near Haley Jacob. It's going completely on the other side. BYU fired up, a 6-point lead, but no lead is safe with a great team like Oregon. Now is the time that they would be wise to keep that next serve in. The last time they got an ace, it went right into the net.
Another timeout called by Jim Moore to try and stop the momentum. A 10-3 run right here for BYU, and a team that has not been swept in a match this year, finding themselves down 2-0 to Oregon. The Ducks trying to get to the Elite Eight for the first time in school history.
And they've had a few disappointing early losses. Last year, a disappointing tournament with much the same team. But that experience, I think, Coach Moore has talked about how they battled problems of inconsistency, of looking past matches, of looking past points. And that's been the real theme for the Ducks this year, is not looking ahead, not even knowing what their record is, just win the next point allotted. It has served them well to help them to finish second in the Pac-12, highest finish ever in that conference.
There are only 4 losses, all within the league, to Pac-12 opponents. Cougars have only lost 3 times all year. One of 6 teams from the West Coast Conference into the tournament, had a great year. And unfortunately, they did not have a great weekend. And BYU is the only team that survived to get in to the Sweet 16. The Cougars bringing with them the West Coast Coach of the Year, Player of the Year, Freshman of the Year, and Defensive Player of the Year in the league. Calling on all of them here in the 3rd set to try and stay alive.
And this time, Heather Hanneman coming up with the surprise choice, going to her middle instead of the target that you would think, Jen Hampson. It pays off with a kill.
Fisher going deep, gets the kill. Catherine Fisher, her 5th kill, but she's hitting 0. Had a lot of swings tonight. Overpass, Williams.
Again, it doesn't count for an ace, but in my book it is. Bergsma, credit her with that point. And again, it's that serve that's dying in front of the passers for BYU.
Off the block and out point BYU. We need a new stat, not just the ace, but the Carjace. We got to start tallying those.
When they cause the overpass or the play that goes into the net and the other team has no play on it.
Cat, confident down the line.
First she hit one of those against the 6'7" block of Hampson. This time the 5'8" block of Hanneman. I would think you'd want to take a little more line on her. She's going around that end blocker most of the time.
Long way to go for Hanneman to get there. Back outside Brenner. Drops on the BYU side. Point Oregon, and the block at the net for the Ducks.
And if BYU had Haley Jacob over there, that ball probably comes up, but there's just nobody to help here. That's lack of hitter coverage, and that makes it harder to swing freely if you're a hitter and you know that might happen.
Well, Oregon has responded well coming out of timeouts. Here's another one here. BYU trying to stop the momentum. Liz Brenner having herself a day, though, with 16 kills, hitting over 350.
And she serves her team in so many ways. She's big offensively, but her coach, Jim Moore, raves about her ability to receive serve, to keep the ball right on the head of her setter, Lauren Plum. Keep them in system a lot. She loves helping her team in lots of different ways, and it so happens tonight that she's hot, and you want to go to the hot hand if you're a setter.
Oregon taking the first set 25-23, the second set 25-21. And now BYU up here in 3rd. The other match going on, Penn State and Kentucky, and they have just finished up. Excuse me, they're midway through that third set with Penn State in control. They took the first couple 2-zip, and they appear to be on their way to the sweep of Kentucky. Still a little bit of work to be done. They have not given up a set yet in this NCAA tournament.
Serving for Oregon, Catherine Fisher.
Nice up by Fisher.
Brenner can't put it away. BYU going back outside to Jardine. Now sliding behind Chaminade.
Returning the favor, going off 1 foot. That layup approach, the slide hit back toward the sideline, creating space in a one-on-one situation. Exactly what BYU wants to do.
Williams uses the block. Point Ducks. BYU 4 points from the set here now on serve receive. Hanneman looking to Chaminade. Miscue for BYU.
And all of a sudden that 6-point lead is starting to evaporate, and we're at much the same point we were in set number 1. If Oregon scores another one here, puts a ton of pressure on BYU with Jen Hansen in the backcourt, not the front court. And there's the ace we saw from Jacob earlier with that short serve. BYU continues to be surprised by the short serving of Oregon.
Haley Jacob with the defense and the offense today. She can't attack at the net, but she's pretty good from a long distance.
Dropping it in. The nice thing about that serve is when some athletes serve short, it's really high and loopy, but that one was flat. It caught BYU even more off guard.
BYU led at one point 19-12, and Oregon making the big comeback here to get within 2. And we can let you know now that Penn State match has gone final. So advance the top seed in your bracket in the upper left corner. And for the 3rd match in a row, they get the sweep as they eliminate Kentucky 3-0. That will advance Penn State to a matchup with either Purdue or Minnesota, teams that they have already beaten this year in Big Ten play. That Purdue-Minnesota matchup coming up shortly.
Yeah, Minnesota only played Purdue the one time in that slightly unbalanced schedule. It was a home match. They won in 4 sets. This would be an interesting matchup on Purdue's home court. Minnesota having a fantastic season, tied for 2nd in the Big Ten with Nebraska.
Serving for Oregon, Haley Jacob.
All right, keep an eye on that short serving space, the middle space for BYU, and there is the short serve. They get the shaky pass that they wanted.
Brenner, a couple of blockers were up, but not Hampson. She's in the back row at 6'7". Plum looking to Brenner. Boy, she went a little quicker tempo on that. Not as high a swing for the kill.
And of course, Brenner is having to carry more of the load. Nice shot there because Bergsma is out right now. Oregon's trying to shore up the backcourt defense and score points as quickly as possible.
And the kill for Gray gets BYU within 3 points.
Here comes
and
Bergman.
Here comes Bergsma
Back in. But Oregon's got to be happy with that run. Only down 2 now. If they side this out as they should, if they receive serve and run their offensive pattern, they can be back to only down by 1.
Brenner, it's a 9-3 run right now for Oregon. And they are back within 1. And Brenner now with 18 kills.
And Hampson still in the backcourt for BYU, so they're looking for offensive help elsewhere.
They continue to pick on Gray on the serve. Jacob running to keep it alive.
All the way across the court.
Hampson from the back, and it's sent down on the Oregon side just barely.
Well, we saw the roll shot catch Oregon off guard, but Haley Jacobs not going to let that one fall. And they don't get the point, but boy, do they make BYU work for it.
Bergsma, first swing in a while, now back on the court. She'll get another try here. Hampson this time up to block it, and now Hampson over the top, and it's set point for the Cougars.
BYU breathing a little easier when they get Hampson back into the front court. Much of that, the loss of that lead was while Hampson was stuck in the back.
15 kills for Jennifer. Plum looking to Brenner. Goes wide off the block. Point Oregon. But now BYU receiving here on set point.
So you got Hampson hitting out on the left. She'd be a great target, but you also have Bergsma in front of her. Where's the setter go? Out to Gray.
Can't find the floor. They'll get another chance here. They go back to Gray.
Well, I would expect it goes out to Hampson this time.
There it goes. And she delivers. It took them a while to get it to her, but it's working. 25-22.